Hello everyone and welcome for the Down of the Dukes campaign. And today we will play the Eastern Europe part of the map. There is a new one here, completely new, right below the Western Europe for the Lords of the West DLC, because now we got released a new DLC. And exclusively in this channel, you're gonna learn all the tricks to complete all the scenarios of the new DLC with all of the achievements in the hardest way ever. And we're gonna start with Algirdas and Kestutis, this one sword campaign for the Lithuanians, their first campaign ever. So Algirdas and Kestutis, 1345 to 1382. Face it with an impending invasion by the great Tolerant knights. The small principality of Lithuania is on the brink of catastrophe. Divided and without wise leadership, the last pagans of Europe appear doomed, but Prince Algirdas and his loyal brother Kestutis refuse to bow the marauders. Can they repel the Crusaders and then contend with the grandsons of Genghis Khan, the first lords of the Golden Horde? In this campaign, you play as Lithuanians, so let's go on the hard difficult for the first scenario, family affairs, and I'm gonna teach you how to make the first achievement, which is the, let me show how it is, which is the Tolerant Piety, where we will build a monastery or a shrine in every Lithuanian village. So let's go.
You want to know how I ended up here, foreigner? You dare ask such a question, as if we were equals. Very well. I will tell you the story, my companion in misfortune. If there is one thing of which we are not deprived in this bloody dungeon, it is time. I aimed for the throne, yet I ended up in this dark, moldy prison cell. Beyond these bars lies the land of my fathers, Lithuania. Its swamps, deep forests, and raging rivers are not exactly the heart of civilization, if you ask our enemies, which makes it all the more astonishing that they have tried time and again to subjugate it. It began when some chosen ones felt called on to bring the light to Lithuania. They named themselves the Teutonic Order, and under the banner of the cross they promised deliverance, yet they brought only death and perdition. Lithuania was not easily cowed. Our ancestors learned how to fight by battling the forces of nature and the beasts of the dark primeval forests. Every one of our soldiers is steeped in that same tradition. But the more that we resisted the Crusaders and their god, the more ruthless they became. Slowly, we began to see their true faces. They called themselves holy warriors, but they were nothing more than robber knights. And 100 years of pillaging our lands had made them masters of their trade. They razed our strongholds and torched our villages. Had Grand Duke Gediminas still been alive, he would have put this mob of greedy crusaders in its place. But a devious coup ended his life and left the throne to his useless son, Eunutis. Eunutis was weak, but worse, he was divisive when the land needed unity. He turned away from our old beliefs and accepted the Christian God. As he failed to control the domestic unrest, the Grand Master of the Teutonic Order saw his chance to subjugate Lithuania for good. However, Eunutis' brothers, Algirdas and Kestutis, refused to stand idly by as their beloved homeland fell to the cross. They exhorted the disaffected princes to dethrone Eunutis, who had barricaded himself inside of the Lithuanian capital of Vilnius.
Amazing. So we got plenty of work to do in this scenario, and we're gonna need to actually go to the villages and build either a monastery or a shrine. And I'm gonna show how it is by building a monastery. And they give different bonuses. It's very cool because we got the choice of building 2 religious buildings, which is something very unique to this campaign. So another amazing thing for Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition. Along with that, it'll be a pretty complex scenario, but I will try my best to avoid unnecessary trouble and make the game very fluid, with a very powerful booming, because this kind of map we gonna be in trouble. So we're gonna wait for Algirdas and Kestutis. They will discuss a plan. And Algirdas is straight to Castle Age 150 and no docks. So yeah, just land warfare. And Kestutis will keep the Teutonic Order in check for now. If you help him to defeat his enemy, however, he will redirect his force to help you even the odds in this battle for the Lithuanian throne. So pretty cool. And the Lithuanian rural population looks for peace and stability. And you may be able to win support once you reach the Castle Age. And they're gonna explain what I just forwarded to all of you guys. Kestutis rules Lithuania, capital of Vilnius. It's at the center of the map. We can seize the city by evicting our brother from the city. We should not destroy the whole city because we may use it. So that's interesting information. Do not hesitate to send tenacious Algirdas into combat. Should he be wounded, he will retreat to his castle to recover and fight again after he has recuperated. Algirdas and Kestutis must initially rely on simple battering rams when besieging enemy fortress, but it may be possible to steal construction plans for advanced siege equipment by defeating the Teutons. So that's it. Pretty cool, pretty amazing. And I really want to see what will be our trouble here. Let's see, because we got, yeah, we are green, we got a castle, we're in the north, and then Algirdas is going to be in the western frontier. The capital, Vilnius, is a big city in the center, and they can go to Imperial Age, which is a pretty big thing. It will be hard because they're going to use the Litis, they will use pikemen, they will use crossbowmen, so that will be a Lithuanian strong composition. Narimantas Purple is another brother of Algirdas. It rules a principality in the south, and he is neutral. And he might send his powerful knights, Liti, and sturdy battering rams to support Kestutis, so that's a problem. And the far west lie 2 Teutonic outposts, 5 red, and our brother Kestutis will deal with that.
Internal disputes threaten our independence. The Teutonic knights rattle their swords, while our useless brothers underestimate the threat. Let us put an end to this mischief. Take the throne and prove worthy of our father's legacy.
That is how we will do it, my brother. Just keep the order at bay. I will take care of our ineffectual brothers so that they might understand that the affairs of government should not be in their hands.
Aš pasiruošusi. Eimi žuklautų.
Eimi medžiatų.
Sveiki.
So let's go. Let's pick some very fast beats.
Aš pasiruošęs. Sveiki, supratau. Ką jis sakys? Eimi medžiatų. Aš pasiruošęs. Supratau.
Aš pasiruošusi.
Klausau. Supratau. Steigiuosi. Eimi medžiatų. Sveiki.
So they got a good base here, and the Teutonic should be here. And we're gonna be, there will be many villagers, many Lithuanians around the map. And we're gonna speed up or
Eimi dirbtų.
It's a one sword campaign, but trust me, it'll be very challenging.
Rumor has it that you are taking up
Aš
arms in
pasiruošusi.
rebellion.
Ką jis sakys? Klausau.
Father gave Vilnius to me, making it clear who he considers
Eimi
his
medžiatų.
heir. Raise your hand against us, and you shall die.
You cannot scare us, Kestutis.
Klausau.
We have known you from an early age, and you have always been this pompous knee-high boy that you are evidently still today. You are all bark, no bite.
Ką jis sakysi?
He's
Eimi
already
dirbtų.
Imperial Age though, so maybe he can be dangerous.
Sveiki. Supratau. Eimi kirstų. Klausau. Eimi klausau. Eimi statytų.
Eimi žuklautų.
Ką jis sakys? Eimi žuklautų. Aš pasiruošęs.
Oh, there is no market here? follow her. Nice. We should go to the castle age.
Ką įsiklausau. Supratau. Eimi kirstu.
Sveiki. Klausau. Eimi medžiatun. Ką įsakysi? Aš pasiruošęs. Eimi dirbtų.
Klausau. Tuoj klausau.
Sveiki. Eimi. Supratau. Klausau. Eimi. Supratau.
So, and we're gonna do our plan, and as I said, I already put him all of my villagers to the places where they can go and build their the shrines or churches. And with this, it'll be very cool. As I said, we could read and guess what we're gonna do in this scenario. So it's good anyway to do this, and yeah, not really a problem. I do not consider really a big spoiler because we know pretty sure what's gonna happen here.
Ką įsakysi? Eimi statytų. Aš pasiruošęs.
Ką įsakysi?
Oh, you guys were...
Klausuojaus. Eimi
medžiatun.
Eimi kirstu.
Yeah, there is a lack.
Religious affairs are dangerous, but they can also be a useful tool. Some of our subjects follow ancient pagan traditions, while others are committed to Christianity. Perhaps we can win both groups over to our cause.
Ką įsakysi? Eimi statyti. Sveiki. Eimi kirstun. Eimi.
Is there any market here? I was pretty sure that we could have markets.
Klausau. Eimi kirstun.
Anyway.
Ką įsakysi? Aš pasiruošęs.
With our help, the new faith has prevailed in this village. From now on, its inhabitants will cede a tenth of their harvest to the church.
Ką įsakysi?
And
Eimi
to
statytum.
us, their vaunted protectors.
So good, we made it.
Aš pasiruošęs. Supratau. Steigiuosi.
It's the same price, by the way. So the pagan shrine is like a big tree.
Skin. Is there nobody left with a sense of loyalty and decency?
With our help, the new faith has prevailed in this village. From now on, its inhabitants will cede a tenth of their harvest to the church. And to us, their vaunted protectors.
Do not grieve over it, Ulysses. You can rely on me to teach these two ankle biters a lesson. I will see to it that they whine like beaten dogs and beg for forgiveness before tomorrow dawns.
Eimi statytų. Ką įsakysi? Aš pasiruošęs. Sveiki.
Ką įsakysi?
Klausau. Supratau. Eimi medžiatų.
Aš pasiruošęs. Supratau. Eimi kirstun. Eimi. Supratau.
With our help, the new faith has prevailed in this village. From now on, its inhabitants will cede a tenth of their harvest to the church. And to us, their vaunted protectors.
Klausau. Sveiki.
With our help, the new faith has prevailed in this village. From now on, its inhabitants will cede a tenth of their harvest to the church.
What a big crap this.
Their vaunted protectors.
Look, this completely useless.
Kestutis! Show yourselves if you are so bold, my defiant brothers! I long for a good fight!
Sveiki, klausau. Ką įsakysi? Eimi statytum. Sveiki, eimi statytum. Klausau. Aš pasiruošęs. Klausau. Sveiki, aš pasiruošęs. Ką įsakysi? Aš pasiruošęs. Klausau.
Steigiuosi.
Supratau. Eimi kirstun. Supratau. Supratau. Kirstun. Klausau. Eimi kastun.
Okay.
Ką sakysi? Klausau.
With our help, the new faith has prevailed in this village. From now on, its inhabitants will see the tenth of their harvest to the church.
Ką sakysi?
And to us, their wanted protectors.
Klausau. Eimi kirstun. Supratau.
Steigiuosi.
Supratau.
Yeah, you guys keep here. So I still need to pick the last village, and I'm gonna pick anytime soon.
Aš pasiruošęs. Eimi
Ką sakysi? Eimi statytum.
Eimi, ką sakysi?
Sveiki, eimi klausau. Eimi supratau. Eimi kastun. Eimi kirstun. Eimi statytum.
Sveiki, aš pasiruošęs. Tuojaus. Eimi statytum. Ką sakysi? Eimi supratau. Tuojaus. Eimi supratau.
Aš pasiruošau. Eimi žuklautum.
Aš pasiruošęs. Tuojaus. Eimi statytum.
Klausau. Ką sakysi? Eimi statytum. Aš pasiruošęs. Sveiki, eimi kirstun. Klausau. Eimi statytum. Aš pasiruošęs. Eimi statytum.
Sveiki, klausau. Ką sakysi?
Alright, with enough resources, we can decide very well what to do.
Teutonic Knights. I will assure that they do not cross our borders. But I will need the help of your soldiers to wipe out the Order's outposts, Algirdas.
Incredible.
Sveiki, eimi statytum. Ką sakysi?
I love this reference. Look, that's the relic from Age of Empires 1. It's a pretty nice, and see it, they move it here, just like a real church. It's so cool.
With our help, the new faith has prevailed in this village. From now on, its inhabitants will see the tenth of their harvest to the church. And to us, their wanted protectors.
Klausau.
So apparently I used to make one shrine, actually to show, but I ended up doing it because I consider it a better bonuses. If you use a shrine, they will actually give you warriors. But if you put church, it will actually give you tributes, which in my opinion is much more useful than compared to the warriors. But it's pretty cool, because you can make this, and if I see this... Can I make two of them? What happens? Yeah, the shrine, it's basically a very interesting concept here. And they also have the same building construction of the church. Interesting. Maybe that was intended, but...
Ką sakysi? Sveiki. Eimi statytum.
Yeah, so you only get the priest, by the way. It's the priest from Age of Empires 1, so it's a pretty cool, pretty curious thing.
Klausau.
Yeah, but as far as I know, you can... You can actually only make churches or only make shrines. There is no detail, but just make sure if you don't want to spoil your whole section, because you only get this achievement by the ending of your session. I would recommend you doing at least one shrine, but if you can do full churches, and someone can comment and confirm me if it's possible, you get the best one, because you just get so many, you get a crazy amount of resources by the end of the game, so it's much more useful. So anyway, that's my... That's my recommendation.
Ką sakysi? Eimi statytum. Klausau. Eimi statyti.
Eimi statyti.
Pasiruošęs.
Eimi statytum. Klausau. Ką įsakysi? Supratau.
Ką įsakysi? Klausau. Eimi kirstų. Eimi statytum.
Aš pasiruošęs. Klausau. Eimi statytum. Eimi statytum.
Yeah, no market, so too bad for me.
Ką įsakysi? Aš pasiruošęs. Eimi kastų.
Sveiki. Eimi statytum.
Aš pasiruošęs. Eimi kastų.
Klausau. Pirmynė. Tavo valia. Ką įsakysi? Tavo valia. Ką įsakysi? Šapė. Aš pasiruošęs. Eimi. Supratau. Eimi. Ką įsakysi?
Ką įsakysi?
Sveiki. Klausau. Eimi statytum. Klausau. Eimi kastum. Tavo valia. Klausau. Šapė.
Sveiki. Eimi statytum.
Ką įsakysi? Voitie. Tavo valia. Eimi. Ką įsakysi? Eimi. Supratau. Klausau. Klausau. Šapė. Pirmyną. Tavo valia. Aš eimi dirbtų. Klausau. Mušia voitie. Ką įsakysi?
Klausau.
Aš supratau.
Ką įsakysi? Aš pasiruošęs. Sveiki, ką įsakysi?
Klausau. Eimi kirstum. Eimi statytum. Sveiki, eimi statytum. Ką įsakysi? Eimi kastum.
Still no market. That kinda sucks. There should have... Technically, if it was traditional Age of Empires, there should be a market somewhere. Because without market, you cannot trade, but apparently there is not. And whoa, that sucks.
Klausau. Eimi kirstų.
Aš pasiruošęs. Ką įsakysi? Eimi kirstum. Ką įsakysi? Tavo valia. Supratau. Šapė. Ką įsakysi? Klausau. Eimi. Supratau.
You guys are useless. What a shame.
Ką įsakysi?
Tavo valia. Sveiki. Eimi kirstum. Ką įsakysi? Klausau. Voitie. Tavo valia.
Our hero can die, because if he die, he doesn't really die. He actually gets knocked out.
Klausau. Mušapė. Ką įsakysi? Mušapė. Sveiki. Eimi kirstum. Klausau. Aš pasiruošęs. Eimi kirstum.
Sveiki.
Eimi. Supratau.
Aš pasiruošęs. Eimi
Ką įsakysi?
statytum.
Eimi statytum.
Klausau. Eimi statytum.
Ką įsakysi? Klausau. Eimi statytum.
So yeah,
Aš
that
pasiruošęs.
that was kind of bad, but
Eimi
we will
statytum.
get over that. Oh no, I hate when that happens.
Tavo valia. Sveiki. Klausau. Eimi statytum.
So yeah, we're gonna go straight to the capital and we're gonna remove force by force or brothers. And yeah, you're gonna be kicked out of the city, and then we're gonna get this big base, and then we're gonna go to purple. You are showing up again, so come back.
Closer.
Klausau. Ėmė statytum. Ką sakysi? Ėmė statytum. Sveiki, aš pasiruošęs. Supratau. Ėmė kirstum. Ėmė statytum. Ėmė statytum. Tavo valia. Klausau, viešau. Supratau, vieš. Ką sakysi? Supratau, supratau.
Sveiki. Ėmė. Ėmė statytum.
Yeah, we got more than enough people at this point. Oops.
Klausau. Aš pasiruošęs. Ėmė kirstum. Tavo valia. Ką sakysi? Klausau, supratau. Ėmė. Klausau, viešpatie. Klausau. Tavo valia. Supratau, supratau. Ką sakysi? Eimi, klausau, viešpatie. Eimi, supratau. Klausau, eimi. Ką sakysi? Klausau. Eimi statytum. Sveiki. Eimi statytum. Tavo valia. Ką sakysi? Klausau, viešpatie.
Aš pasiruošusi. Eimi statytum. Eimi statytum. Ką sakysi? Eimi statytum.
Ką sakysi? Eimi statytum.
Sveiki. Ką sakysi? Eimi statytum. Klausau. Eimi statytum. Eimi statytum. Klausuojaus. Eimi statytum.
Tavo valia. Klausau, ką sakysi? Supratau.
And please, if someone know about this particular, very particular achievements, we can actually build only churches or only shrines.
Algirdas has been wounded. Quick, take him to the physicians. We'll have to continue the fight without him while he recovers.
Sveiki. Eimi kastum. Ką sakysi? Viešpatie. Ką sakysi? Šapė. Tavo valia. Klausau. Klausau. Tavo valia. Ką sakysi? Eimi. Šapė. Eimi. Klausau. Eimi. Klausau. Eimi. Šapė. Supratau. Ką sakysi? Tavo valia. Ką sakysi? Viešpatie. Tavo valia. Eimi. Klausau, viešpatie. Aš pasiruošęs. Eimi statytum. Klausau. Eimi statytum. Ką sakysi? Tavo valia. Eimi, supratau.
Oh yeah, I got my hero again. Nice.
Tavo valia.
So if I keep my castle alive, yeah, I can retrieve my hero. So it's pretty awesome.
Tavo valia. Ką sakysi? Klausau. Ką sakysi? Tavo valia. Ką sakysi? Klausau.
Aš pasiruošęs. Supratau.
Tavo valia. Eimi. Supratau. Eimi. Supratau. Ušapė. Ką sakysi? Ušapė. Klausau. Eimi. Viešpatie.
Sveiki. Klausau. Eimi dirbti.
Sveiki. Klausau. Eimi. Steigiuosi. Klausau. Eimi. Ką sakysi? Klausau. Supratau, viešpatie. Tavo valia. Klausau, viešpatie. Aš pasiruošęs. Klausau. Eimi statytum. Ką sakysi? Klausau. Klausau. Tavo valia. Ką sakysi? Supratau. Klausau. Ušapė. Klausau. Supratau. Tavo valia. Klausau. Ušapė. Tavo valia. Supratau. Ką sakysi? Tavo valia. Ką sakysi?
This, and this. open this, but
Ką įsakysi?
everything.
Eimi, klausau, klausau viešpatie. Ką įsakysi? Klausau, mušapė, tavo valė, mušapė. Klausau, ką įsakysi? Viešpatie. Klausau, ką įsakysi? Pirmyn, tie.
Ką įsakysi?
Eimi statyti, aš pasivalęs.
Sveiki. Klausau. Aš pasiruošęs. Ką įsakysi? Supratau. Eimi, supratau.
Ką įsakysi? Eimi, supratau. Ką įsakysi? Tavo valė. Mušapė. Klausau.
Okay, this is a tonic order. Well, who knows what's gonna happen with them. Oh yeah, and the monks can heal me, which is pretty dope.
Tavo valė. Pirmyną. Klausau. Mušapė. Ką įsakysi? Pirmyną. Tavo valė. Ką įsakysi? Tavo valėje.
Sveiki. Eimi, klausau. Supratau. Eimi statyti. Ką įsakysi?
Klausau. Eimi viešpatie. Ką įsakysi? Supratau. Eimi.
Klausau. Supratau. Eimi statyti.
Tavo valė.
Ką įsakysi?
Pultie.
Aš pasiruošęs. Supratau. Eimi statyti. Sveiki. Aš pasiruošęs. Eimi statyti.
Klausau. Supratau. Ką įsakysi? Eimi. Supratau. Pirmyną. Ką įsakysi? Tavo valėje.
Klausau.
Eimi statyti.
Klausau. Ką įsakysi? Tavo valėje. Pirmyną. Klausau.
Let's give more mobility.
Tavo valėje. Ką įsakysi? Viešpatie.
Klausau. Ką įsakysi?
Pirmyną.
Aš pasiruošusi. Eimi statyti.
Klausau. Supratau viešpatie. Ką įsakysi? Eimi. Klausau viešpatie. Eimi. Supratau. Tavo valėje. Viešpatie. Ką įsakysi?
So yeah, we need to
Tavo valėje.
defeat
Ką
the
įsakysi?
army.
Eimi. Supratau. Eimi. Klausau viešpatie. Supratau. Eimi. Viešpatie. Tavo valėje. Supratau viešpatie. Pirmyną. Eimi. Supratau. Tavo valėje.
Sveiki. Eimi statyti. Eimi statyti.
Ką įsakysi? Klausau. Eimi. Ką įsakysi? Eimi. Pultie. Mušapė. Supratau viešpatie. Tavo valėje. Mušapė. Ką įsakysi? Klausau. Tavo valėje. Klausau viešpatie. Klausau. Eimi. Pirmyną. Tavo valėje. Ką įsakysi? Viešpatie.
Klausau. Eimi statyti.
Aš pasiruošęs. Klausau. Eimi statyti.
Klausau. Supratau. Eimi. Ką įsakysi? Tavo valėje. Klausau. Tavo valėje. Eimi. Supratau. Ką įsakysi? Pirmyną. Klausau. Pirmyną. Ką įsakysi? Klausau. Tavo valėje. Ką įsakysi? Tavo valėje. Klausau. Eimi. Supratau. Ką įsakysi? Pirmyną. Klausau. Tavo valėje. Pirmyną. Tavo valėje. Ką įsakysi? Pirmyną. Mušapė. Ką įsakysi? Pirmyną. Tavo valėje. Ką įsakysi? Pirmyną.
Klausau. Eimi statyti. Ką įsakysi? Eimi statyti.
Tavo valėje. Pirmyną. Mušapė. Tavo valėje. Mušapė. Ką įsakysi? Tavo valėje. Ką įsakysi? Mušapė.
Aš pasiruošusi.
Sveiki.
Ką įsakysi? Klausau.
Oh no.
Tavo valėje. Pirmyną. Klausau. Mušapė.
Algirdas has been wounded. Quick, take him to the physician.
Mušapė.
We'll have to continue the fight without him while he recovers.
Klausau. Pirmyną. Tavo valėje. Ką įsakysi?
Ką sakysi? Eimi, supratau. Eimi. Eimi statyti.
How could Algirdas' soldiers make it into the city? Keep this rabble-rouser away from me! You fools! Keep him away!
You are done, dude. You are done.
Aš pasiruošęs. Supratau. Eimi statyti.
Ką sakysi? Pirmyną. Tavo valėje. Ką sakysi?
And you're gonna be ousted of this beautiful city.
Tavo valėje.
The coolest part is that there is a, not an achievement, an Easter egg, where if you defeat the Teutons, you can get some very good siege weapons for Castle Age. But it's completely additional to defeat the Teutonic Raiders. Amazing.
What a dreadful betrayal! Flee! For the throne is lost! Damn you, Algirdas! Kestutis!
Let him go, Algirdas. He will not come back. I have heard that he seeks refuge in Moscow. May he rot there. We have more important things to take care of.
Yes, we do. Which is the Siege of Purple. So apparently if we destroy the town center of Purple, it's gonna be defeated. And although we already finished it, I'm gonna say again, I'm not entirely sure if you can build on a church. I like the monastery because it gives a lot of resources, very useful. But if you put shrines, you gonna get warriors fighting for you, which is also pretty interesting. But again, that's my style, and I'm not really sure. I built one shrine and the rest was shirts, and then I got achievement, and you only get at the ending. So someone confirm me if you need to build only one, if you can build both kinds and get achievement, or if you can get as well by just buying one type. I believe that if you want to play safe, you can build one shrine, but again, that's not a confirmation. I really hope that it's just a small detail. It's just something that you can have and you can choose. You can pick either only shrines or only monasteries, because there is no recommendation specific. But again, I really support and I like monasteries more. That's pretty nice. And yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, very useless. Anything related to navy, this map. You cannot even build the dock to fish, which is a shame. Again, that's what they want. This and Oh, and I got my hero again. Let's station my army there, and then I'm gonna build my camp here. Since it's not needed to actually get the Teutonic Raiders defeated, I can only go for purple, because you know there's not even an achievement, but it's cool. It's a good Easter egg that you can make, and my ally is kind of holding the stuff, so.
Eimi statyti. Klausau. Sveiki, supratau. Klausau.
Steigiuosi.
Eimi statyti.
Klausau, viešpatie.
I believe that only by destroying the town center will enable me to win, but maybe then we need to destroy the town center and the castle here. That should be pretty tough. Surprisingly, the city is not really that strong, although they are on the Imperial Age, but they can be very difficult with trebuchets and pushing very hard. So it's probably my best strategy is by doing what I'm doing here. I mean, it's good to kill these guys, but only really if you're aiming for a trebuchet, because your ally, your brother, actually can hold very well here alone.
Klausau. Mušapė.
Aš pasiruošiu. Supratau. Eimi statytų.
Aš pasiruošiu. Eimi statytų.
Tavo valia. Klausau, viešpatie. Supratau, klausau. Tavo valia. Klausau, viešpatie. Ką jis sakysi?
This enemy is a very good one, actually. But since he does not go... Oh, that's good. So there is a secret door here, only for villagers. Apparently with Scar. Very good.
Sveiki, klausykis. Eimi statyti.
Tavo valia. Pirmyną. Ką jis sakysi? Mušapė. Pirmyną.
Klausau.
Mušapė.
Aš pasiruošiu statytų.
Eimi statytų. Eimi statytų.
Yeah, there's a big castle, and have a trebuchet so much better in this case. Let's see what happens here.
Pirmyną. Ką jis sakysi? Viešpatie. Ką jis sakysi?
Better runs, everyone.
Ką jis sakysi? Tavo valia. Klausau. Pirmyną. Tavo valia. Supratau. Klausau. Pultie. Pirmyną. Ką jis sakysi? Mušapė. Klausau. Tavo valia. Klausau, viešpatie.
Ką jis sakysi? Eimi statyti.
Klausau. Pultie. Ką jis sakysi? Ką jis sakysi? Mušapė.
Klausau. Eimi statyti.
Tavo valia. Pirmyną.
Aš pasiruošiu. Supratau. Eimi statyti. Supratau. Eimi statyti.
Just massive knights. Uh-oh. You guys should be here.
Кайзагизи. Вольтия. Давай, Мина. Кузов. Кайзагизи. Кузов. Шапи.
Oh, we are really playing this base, huh?
Closer. Протон. Administrativum.
From Patrol.
Кайзагизи. Administrativum.
Кузов. Шапи. Давай, Вольтия. Господи. Кузов, Господи. Кайзагизи. Давай, Кузов. Кайзагизи. Пермина. Мушапи. Пермина. Давай, Эйми.
Кonsol. Administrativum.
Closer. Протон.
Кайзагизи. Мушапи. Пермина. Давай, Мушапи. Кузов. Пермина. Мушапи. Кайзагизи. Давай, Кузов. Кайзагизи. Кузов. Пермина. Давай. Кайзагизи. Давай. Кузов. Господи.
Yeah, we really claimed the base. But they still have this castle, so I believe that the only gonna resign once this castle is done. Oh, so he's hunting down. Wow.
Кузов. Господи. Кайзагизи. Давай. Кузов. Мушапи. Кайзагизи. Вольтия. Эйми. Кузов.
Yeah, he even got a dog in his palm, which is also increasing.
Кайзагизи.
Давай. Эйми. Кузов. Господи. Кузов. Эйми. Давай. Эйми.
You guys are stuck. That's weird.
Кузов. Кайзагизи. Эйми.
Warriors. Kaiser.
Давай.
Closer. Warriors.
Кузов. Господи. Кузов. Господи. Кайзагизи. Кузов. Пермина. Давай. Мушапи.
Okay, let's try this castle. I wanna really close this game once for all.
Кузов. Пермина.
Interesting. Where he's building his base? Maybe he has a town center now?
Давай. Вольтия.
Oh,
Кайзагизи.
that would be a very, very low fight.
Gozou. Firmina. Tava vale. Kaisegizi. Muchape. Tava vale. Muchape. Gozou. Firmina. Kaisegizi. Muchape.
Where are you, man?
Gozou. Gozou, Kaisegizi. Eimi. Gozou, viešpatie. Gozou, viešpatie. Firmina.
Nice. That's a good pace.
Tava vale. Muchape. Gozou. Firmina. Kaisegizi. Tava vale. Gozou, viešpatie. Gozou, viešpatie. Tava vale. Firmina. Kaisegizi. Muchape. Gozou. Firmina. Kaisegizi. Gozou, viešpatie. Tava vale. Supratau. Muchape. Kaisegizi. Muchape.
I cannot believe it.
Amazing.
My fortress destroyed. My army smashed. I have no choice but to withdraw after this shameful decision.
There he runs. Narimantas allegedly seeks refuge with the Golden Horde. What a pathetic idea. It will not do him any good.
Yep.
Lithuania is ours. Let us rest and allow our brave men to recover from the fighting. We will meet at the court in Vilnius, my brother, for there is much to discuss.
Yeah, let's go then. Oh, we're using some units. Very good, and it should be an achievement. If not, it means that you cannot build only shrines or monasteries, which is a shame that they don't tell you. But apparently, by my interpretation, you can build either only shrines or only monasteries, or maybe mix both of them. And I like and recommend the monastery.
To seize power is one thing. To keep it is something else entirely. Only a fool declares himself the victor after winning the first battle of a war. As such, Algirdas and Kestutis, the victorious usurpers, knew that their triumph could turn out to be short-lived. The two of them, however, were a different breed than most rulers of their time. Instead of quarreling as their brothers had done, and as most people expected them to, for who had ever heard of two men sharing power? Algirdas and Kestutis agreed to rule Lithuania together. It was a remarkable move, and it showed that they cared more about the well-being of their subjects than personal power. This, of course, did not go unnoticed by the Teutonic Grand Master. He knew that he would have to contend with more formidable opponents from now on.
Very interesting, and we got a beautiful and powerful battle. Yeah, that was a pretty tough kill-death ratio, but it's because we traded very well with our units, and we dominated very well our enemies. Especially one at Imperial Age, which is a big thing. So, yep, let's go, moving in. And yeah, we got many resources, which is great for us. Pretty good, a pretty good time by going to the Castle Age, and also our fights here. So anyway, GG, and thanks for watching, and I see you next time with the next scenario for the campaign of Algirdas and Kestutis, the No Man's Land.